Hi, Brett Treasure's my name. I'm an advisor on the JOYSO project. I wanted to try and simply explain why that project exists. So early stage funding has moved to the Ethereum blockchain. About $34 billion worth of money has been raised over the last few years by startup companies. And that's more than has been raised through conventional early stage funding. Where you go to buy and sell those companies is token exchanges. These exist as websites on the internet. Now, the way that they've been set up is almost exclusively as centralized exchanges. And what I mean by that is that you essentially, and everyone, give the exchange access to your funds, and then they pool them all together and then do all the matching up of the buying and selling orders in a big old centralized database, which works great, except that when you've got all that money sitting there on a website, it's like a honeypot to hackers. So if your security practices are not brilliant, or someone's tempted to steal some money, someone who works in the business, remember these exchanges are all almost entirely unregulated, bad things are going to happen. And indeed $1 billion has been stolen, siphoned off, hacked, frozen over the last year, substantial amounts through centralized exchanges. Well, the community has reacted to that. They've developed decentralized exchanges. And how these work is you don't give your money to the exchange. Everything gets done on the blockchain. And that's great in terms of security, but to do all of the order matching on the blockchain means you've got to wait for orders to be confirmed. Even if you're just cancelling an order, you still have to wait. And those delays introduced all sorts of vulnerabilities and problems. For example, the transaction might not complete on the blockchain. You'll still have to pay your transaction fees. It means that people can, in some cases, sneak in front of you and do what's called front running and take advantage of the knowledge about your buy order. So those risks exist. There's a lot of problems with that. They're detailed in the JOYSO white paper. Have a look if you're interested. But there's one particular disadvantage that I wanted to cover off, and that is limit orders. Because in the decentralized exchanges, you can't normally do a limit order. You can only do a market order. Now, a limit order is an agreement, it's an offer to buy or sell at a particular price or better, whereas a market order is just an offer at a particular price. So, for example, if I want to sell a stock for $2 and there's a delay and the market goes up after I've placed my order, in a market order situation, I'm only going to get $2. But in a limit order situation, if the market goes up to $2.50, I could get $2.50. So there are very real price benefits to limit orders, particularly in a volatile market, which is, of course, what happens with startup companies. So JOYSO is a hybrid of the two different systems. It uses a decentralized system for the order placement, which means that you get the privacy and security of only sending your money direct from your wallet to a smart contract. But it also uses a centralized exchange to do the order matching. And so you get all of the benefits of the features and the efficiencies of that as well. And that's the right architecture for the exchange of the future. So it's a hybrid. It's half centralized, half decentralized. and it works. It's very sensible. So that's why it exists the way it does. You can read all about it in the white paper. There's more detail. The website is www.joyso.io, and I need to tell you that I'm a marketing advisor and not a financial advisor, and that none of this should be construed as investment advice. So I wish you safe, fully featured, and profitable trading. Bye.